Empower, support, love. That's true beauty.
Allowing God to use me to inspire others.
She is clothed with strength and dignity.
Welcome to Sis To Sis.
Hey, y'all. Did y'all miss us? Because we missed you. Look, like, watch, and subscribe to our channel at Sis To Sis 1988, as well as follow us on all our social media platforms at Sis To Sis 1988. We have came to the segment that we allow our beautiful guests to ask us 3 random questions. This segment is so that our viewers can get to know us, understand our friendship, but also understand that with our friendship, we do have very, very different personalities. So we're going to take silence this moment and give it to Miss Katrina and let her ask us the questions. And Miss Katrina, you can ask a general question or you can point to the person that you have a question for, however you want to do it. Okay.
Well, of course, the title of my book is Unbreakable. Okay. And I speak about women and I talk about relationships from way back with my mother, generations back up until now. Mm-hmm. So I want to ask, each of you women, what is a deal breaker for you?
When it comes to what?
First with you, in a relationship. If you're in a relationship and you catch a man cheating, what's a deal breaker for you?
I'll speak on that one first. For me, that will be a deal breaker because once the trust is broken, I know personally it's hard to get it back. And I don't want to live that life of having to wonder, are you really going down the street to the store? Like you say you're going to the store. Like, I don't want to put him through that and I don't want to live like that. So I just feel like once that trust is broken, it's broken for me. It's no going back from that. Especially to that extent. Like if it was cheating, yes. I just don't want to live that life of wondering, can I believe what you're saying? I don't want him to go through it and I don't want to live that life, So that would be a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
I would have to say on that one, that's difficult because I think we're all human and we all make mistakes. To me, it's the response that individual has. So I think I can't say that cheating is a deal breaker for me. It depends on the individual and how they respond to that. Because they could have honestly really just made an honest mistake. It's like we make honest mistakes. I'm not a cheater, so I've never cheated on anyone before, so I can't relate to that. But I do think I've done things in a relationship in the past that I felt like I shouldn't have handled it, maybe that way, but it maybe broke trust, with that person. And I'm not perfect. So I want them to give me a chance again. So why shouldn't I give someone else a chance? So I would say cheating, hopefully that answers your question, is really not necessarily a deal breaker for me. It just depends on that individual that I'm dating, their response to that and how they end up handling me, after the fact. You have some people, they cheat, they get caught, you address them with it, and they don't want to take accountability and responsibility for what they've done to you. Now, I think at that point, that would be a deal breaker for me, though, at that point.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I'm going to just be honest, it's up and down for me. It kind of on the basis of what Calandra's saying is depending on the situation and what has been grown within the relationship. Of course, all of us have been cheated on. It's a saying that people say, if you're not going to leave, or if you're going to leave and then end up back, then you might as well let the person cheat in peace. And I'm saying, okay, like Toya saying, you don't want to live this life where you're this woman and you've got this man and everybody in the city and everybody in the county know he do what he want. You stay with him, but he out here and he with everybody. He with Sonya, Tanya, and Lonnie and Khaki and all the rest of the folk, and you're continually being disrespected. Mm-hmm. So I think it's kind of like basically both of their answers, but I think it really does depend on the situation because I'm not a cheater either, but I could be, and I would want to be forgiven. You know what I mean? It might have been anything can stir people. We talked about that in another segment. It's such small things that'll turn a person into cheating. You'd be like, you couldn't just talk to me about that situation. You'd rather just be mad at me and then go talk about it with someone else. So I think I'm kind of biased on it. It's not a deal breaker for me. I don't believe so.
Okay, you young ladies are all friends and around the same age bracket.
Mm-hmm.
What are your feelings with women? I'm thinking you all are maybe in your late 30s, maybe.
Yes.
Something like that, late 30s. What are your feelings on other women and just sharing information and just sisters lifting each other up and helping one another? What are your feelings on that?
I love it.
Helping each other, sharing and because I'm big on sharing and helping other women, So how do you all feel?
I'll go ahead. So I'll answer that question. It's really kind of where our show actually originated from, honestly. So I'm not sure if you went back and watched like our first episode or not. I know we got quite a few of them now, but that's really how our show was actually introduced. We were actually doing a photo shoot, the three of us together as friends, and it was no intention on starting the show or anything. We were just wanting to get some pictures together because we hadn't gotten pictures, in a long time. And so when the guy that did our photos, he actually did a video, a very small, short video of us, which we didn't even know he did. He did that on his own, and he sent it to us, actually on YouTube. And so that's actually how Sis To Sis actually came to be about. And he actually caught a snip of us saying that we had been friends since we were 4 years old. Mm-hmm. And so when I looked at that video and then I reached out to them and I was like, you know what, I think we really have something that we can share, with others. So really, we think I don't want to speak for all of us, but I think it's safe to say that I can speak for all of us, that we do want to enlighten other women and encourage other women, to have those friends, build those friendships. And you don't have to have a huge, big circle of friends. Like for me, honestly, these two girls are about it. I maybe have maybe they have other more friends than I do outside of this circle. Maybe 2 or 3 other people outside of the circle that I would truly say that I'm friends with. Other than that, really, these two are about it though for me. So I don't know what y'all have to add to that.
It's about the same. We've always kept our circle small, but with starting the show, we wanted to tell the people we didn't. Like you say, we started from nothing. We came from a low income neighborhood, public schools. We were in a generation where teachers was actually caring for folks though and teaching. But we wanted to tell people that you don't have to be stuck. And so we thought that we were good examples of that.
And I think that it should be more of it. Because I feel like it's too many women, they compete against one another. And like, it's enough pie for everybody. Everybody can eat at the table. Everybody can eat. Yeah. So it's okay. We can learn from one another, teach one another. I mean, it should be more.
And lift each other up.
Yeah. It should be more.
Okay. Great. Trying to think of something else.
Some juicy.
So you say some juicy. She already did it. Just that deal breaker was a good one.
Juicy. Okay, let's see.
And I'm like, keep it simple.
Let me ask you this. So, where do you see yourself? I'm actually, this is not juicy, but where do you see yourself? In the next, say, 5 to, I'll go as far as 10 years. Where would you like to be? Financially.
Well, I have a set number and I have a set goal. I've kind of had a setback and I've had a pause, but I'm already working on ideas and new things that I need to implement for my business. So I would say within 5 to 10 years, growing my businesses. I have 4. One of them is doing great. Right. The one I do wholesaling and things like that. Like I have no problem with that. I don't know why that's popping off and my other 3 are not. But it is, and I think it's because me and Toya actually love real estate. We love it. Since we were younger, we was breaking into gated communities, looking at the mansions. I love it. People call me all day, get my advice on renovations and things like that. And I just, I think in 5 to 10 years, I want to own and rent out 5 properties to Section 8 families. I want to be in my forever home by that time, whether it's a renovated home or a custom build, and retired as well.
Mine's a little bit simpler than hers. I just want to be able to be free. Like me and my family to be able to be free to do whatever we want to do comfortably. Like we don't have to have the biggest house or the most
Right,
money or
right.
whatever. I just want us to be able to move comfortably the way that we want to, and just to be able to
Stress-free, right? You
Huh?
don't want to have a lot of stresses, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and to be able to just travel the world is really what I want to do. And I would like to have a family, hopefully, by then. And I want to be the person to show my kids the world. Like, I don't want them to wait until they get adults to do it. Like, I want to show it
Oh,
to
that's
them.
gonna be so nice.
And so for
Oh
me,
my God.
that's more important to me, would be that's spending that time with my family freely,
Mhm.
not having to have a regular 9 to 5,
Mhm.
and just spending that time with my family. So that, to me, that's just what I want, what I desire to have.
Beautiful.
So lastly, me. So that question is kind of difficult, I think, for me, because I have really accomplished a lot. And honestly, I hate to say that, and it honestly makes me emotional, but where I am today, if I leave here today, honestly, I'm okay. Like, I've come from nothing, like you say, and I have accomplished really, honestly, so much. And I thank God for that. I've shown my son, I've been able to be, because I know you asked financially, really, I don't have to go any further. I'm just saying, because really, I don't want to acquire so much and all of these different things, because guess what comes with that comes with a whole lot of more problems. I've experienced that. So even if financially, if I stop right here where I am, honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I built multiple businesses. I've shown my son that. I take him, we travel the world. I don't think it's a whole lot much more that I can ask for from God. There is one thing that I would like to do, which it has really nothing necessarily to do with me. I do want to start a nonprofit where I help other individuals from other people that look like me, coming from those backgrounds like me that I come from, and help them to show them that they can start businesses, and show them and actually give them a plan, help them with that. That's what I would like to do, honestly. It's not even about me anymore at this point. That's kind of where I am. Like I say, today, if I go today, I'm okay with that. I think I'll be okay with that.
It's beautiful. So I love that. I love all of you all's answers, and thank you so much. Y'all are simply beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Katrina.
So that's it. I don't have any more.
That was good. That was good. We've never been asked those, so that was great.
You
that
know,
was
those are great questions.
Those were some good questions that we
Thank
never
you.
got asked. Well, if that's
And
all,
y'all are all just, y'all are phenomenal women here, and I am so grateful. I have to thank my husband for locating you all. I've enjoyed you all. It's like I feel like I've been knowing you guys. So, you send me over your information, and we're going to share back and forth. And
okay. And we need to get together.
Keep up with y'all. And when I come back to Dallas, I'd love to have tickets for you all.
Yes,
We're
that's
gonna
what I was
be
gonna
there.
say. We're gonna be there. We need to meet you in person, though. We need to. Yes.
So much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. And thank you for your time.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
So,
Until next time.
there's strength in sisterhood.
And support in sisterhood.
Bye.